Wolf of Fantasy Sports, back with the DFS Wolfpack for the 10-21 NBA slate. Look at that DraftKings DFS Wolfpack League. Contests are still open, still available. Jump in, all about the bragging rights. We got NBA Pick'em for the night, NFL Early Only for tomorrow, free. Then we have another one for $5. Winner takes all. $27 to the winner takes all out of 6 players. If you're into NASCAR, we got the checker flag that runs every week. You might wind up in a body bag. And there's another NFL contest that's free. That's afternoon only. Join the Wolfpack. Hit me up if you want to join. Now we're going to break down this slate real quick. Really bad service where I'm at right here. 10 games tonight, starting at 8 p.m. Hopefully we get a lot of news on who's going to sit, who's going to play. I believe DeRozan's questionable, Booker's questionable. We'll get into all that. Look at that Russell Westbrook point guard position. Now, you know I like some Westbrook. At 11-1, in play for me. Utah, he'll be all right. If Utah can keep this game competitive, then definitely Westbrook's going to go off. Looking at the Greek Freak, in play. Dude's been averaging 60 plus in both games that he's played so far on a back-to-back. He might see less minutes this game, but if it stays close, he's going to put up another 60 spot. Nobody can really guard him. Aminu, I assume that's the guy they're going to stick on him. Good defender, but we're talking a Greek Freak here, so see what happens. I like the Greek Freak in play. James Harden, definitely in play. Without Chris Paul, we're talking last year's James Harden. Mr. 75, 80-plus DraftKings points. So, I hate Dallas. One of the teams that I just don't like for fantasy purposes. On both sides, offense and defense, they're horrible. I do like Harden at home. Looking at Lillard, not in play for me. Versus Milwaukee, they tend to limit the point guard position. I just don't really think he can hit that upside, and I'll find the money for Harden or one of the others if I'm paying in that price range, or go down to Curry. You got Curry in Memphis, coming off a back-to-back. I'm hoping this game stays close. You're going to have to look at the Vegas lines. Always look at the Vegas lines on which games you want to target. But in this matchup, Curry's definitely in play under 9K. Looking at Mike Conley in play, gets up for these games at home versus Golden State. I think they keep this game close up until the 4th, and then it'll probably get away from Memphis. And Golden State will take a nice lead about midway through the 4th or early 4th quarter. So I think Conley gets his run here, 7,700 in play, 1,000 cheaper than Curry, and it's a great spot for him. Looking at Bledsoe, if there's no Booker, you're going to want to look at Bledsoe. Going to be shooting the ball a lot. We'll see what happens here. I think he's in play at 7,400, but I'd much rather pay up for Conley. Peyton's out, so look at Augustine, and you're just going to have to look on the depth chart and roll the dice on if you want to go that route. Against Cleveland, Derrick Rose defense, yeah, I don't know about this game. Don't love it all that much. CJ McCollum, probably looking at Middleton. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. I think McCollum, at that price, I'm off. Rubio, same thing. I like Goran Dragic versus Indiana, 7,000. No Whiteside tonight, and Indiana doesn't have Miles Turner most likely. So expect these guards to go off. That's who I want to target here. The Dragic, the Richardson. Waiters was a little banged up last game, so Look at the guards. I like Dragic, maybe Tyler Johnson. We'll see. But I like guards on both sides. And we're going to get into who I like on Indiana. There he is, Victor Oladipo, 6,800 in play. Been putting up numbers and getting the points. Definitely in play. Good matchup for him. Darren Collison in play as well. Avery Bradley versus New York. Yep. 5,400 price still low. We know his upside. He can go off. George Hill versus Denver. Don't mind this play here. Definitely in the player pool. Pat Bev versus Phoenix. Yeah. He's good for 20 plus. 20 plus. 5,300. That's what you're looking for. That's what it'll be. De'Aaron Fox, Sacramento. Yeah, in play. He's getting the minutes and he's being productive. That's what I like to see. Just off first look. In the matchup with Denver, I usually target guards versus Denver. Gary Harris' defense is solid. So, De'Aaron Fox could go low owned at that price, 5,200. Reggie Jackson versus New York. Don't mind it all that much. Yeah. Target point guards versus New York. That's the thing. Jamal Murray. What's he been up to? Not much. Jerian Grant versus San Antonio. He's going up against DeJounte Murray. Don't mind it. Don't love it. Dwayne Wade, I'm off versus Orlando. Like, really? Come on, Wade. What have you been doing lately? Yeah. Off of Wade. Maybe if he's like 4,000 in a matchup where they'll need to use him. It just seems like he's just hanging out for right now until the playoffs hit. So, looking at Brogdon. Brogdon's decent play here at 5,000. Look into him. Gets the minutes. Puts up some numbers. Tyler Johnson, I don't mind this play. DeJounte Murray up against Chicago. Hopefully they give him some extended run. And I like this right here for 4,400. Like this play a lot. Milos. Decent. Barea. You can look at Barea. Barea is a guy who usually pops off the bench if he gets to start. Very productive. Versus Houston. I like that. There's no Chris Paul. No more Patrick Beverly. Barea could go off here. What's up with old Patty? 22 minutes, okay. Looking at Yogi. So Yogi, Barea. One of them two could have a good game. Keep an eye on them. Ish Smith. Yeah, I'm low on Ish. Sessions, don't really want to rock with him. Corey Joseph. Nah. Looking down here, there's really nobody I'm interested in. Garrett Temple. DJ Augustin. Yeah, look at DJ. Elf's out. Look at DJ. At 3,100, I could see 20. Ron Baker. Another guy that could get you probably 14, 12, 15. Guys like that, not really got too much interest down here. If you want to punt, go for it. Looking at the shooting guard position, James Harden. We already spoke on him. We already know what it is. Him and Curry in play. Bledsoe in play with Booker out. If he's out. Looking at McCollum. Don't mind it. Don't love it. Oladipo in play. Klay Thompson in play. Been balling out. Chris Middleton in play for me. Gary Harris in play. 5,700. That's asking a little much, but he's in play. Fournier looked great last night in play. Hardaway 5,600. No chance I play him. Versus Avery Bradley. No chance I play him. This is something I should have noticed last game going up against OKC. They got some good defenders on OKC. Melo won't be guarding, wasn't guarding Tim Hardaway. he was guarding Porzingis. That's why Porzingis had a really good game. And I should have known better, too, because I won a lot of money before targeting Rudy Gay off Melo. And that's what won me $20K one time. So, you know, I should have known better with Porzingis. He was just questionable that night. I didn't really talk him up. So looking at this, Tim Hardaway should be matched up with Bradley for the most part, I would assume. So I haven't looked at the matchups column. I haven't checked Fantasy Labs, but I'm almost certain that's who he's going to be seeing here. I don't want no part of it. All right, we got Waiters, 5,600. He's a little banged up last game. I do like the play. I like to play a lot. I don't know if I'm going to take a chance on him in anything high dollar. Maybe like a $3 GPP or something small, $1 GPP. Justin Holiday, San Antonio. This kid's been putting up numbers. I like it. It's just San Antonio is a tough team to target offense against. Avery Bradley, 5,400. I could see him having a good game. I like Avery Bradley. I know his upside, and in this matchup, it don't scare me. It's something I want to take advantage of. 5,400. I throw him in there. Eric Gordon in play, been balling. Hill's in play. George Hill. I like targeting point guards, shooting guards against Denver, mainly point guards. So I could see this working out at 5,300, especially if Sacramento could get scrappy, keep the game close. Definitely something you want to look into. Lou Will versus Phoenix, yeah, I like that. Pat Bev, someone in play here, 5,300. Really no high upside on him, though. He could hit 40, but it's a stretch. But it's versus Phoenix, so that's what makes me like it even more. Wes Matthews, don't mind that. Wade, I'm off till I think they'll need him. Josh Jackson, not so much. Josh Richardson, 4,600. Possibly Kyle Anderson. Let's look. The minutes are there, see? So that's what I like to see. Kyle Anderson, Kawhi out. We'll see. Joe Ingles, not in this spot. No way. Not versus Paul George. So Josh Richardson I like in this matchup versus Indiana. Tyler Johnson, already spoke on him. I like that. Terrence Ross, I like that play, especially if Aaron Gordon's out still. Looking at Barea again, Farrell again. What's up with Austin Rivers? Getting the minutes, but he ain't doing nothing with them. All right, so Jonathan Simmons, not so much. Maybe they bring him in for defense to try to slow down LeBron or somebody. Let's see what's up with him. Yeah, nah, can't do that. Can't do that. Roberson, that's a punt. If you're looking for 15 DraftKings points, it's about all you're going to get out of him. Stanley Johnson. No. J.R. Smith in this spot at home versus Orlando. Can't go there. So if you're looking at a player down here, there's really nobody I want. Kyle Korver had a good game yesterday. Only seeing 19 minutes. So you can look at DJ Augustin with Elf out and then Ron Baker. An extreme punt play here. Really don't like this guy all that much. I'm a Knicks fan. And then what's up with Pat? He's getting some minutes, but that's a risk, punt play. That's as low as I'm going to go. Looking at small forward position. The Greek Freak, of course. LeBron James. I'm off that. I don't think he hits value tonight. I don't think he needs to hit value tonight versus Orlando. No Elf. Nah. Kevin Durant versus Memphis. Okay. Chandler Parsons, who's guarding. You know. The opposition rank might keep people off him, but Durant's always viable for 50 at 9,500. Okay. Looking at Paul George. I like that. Joe Ingles ain't going to be able to stop him. Devin Booker possibly out tonight. So that would make me like either Bledsoe or Warren on that team. Those are the only two I really like out of the three. Carmelo Anthony, I like this play. I'm going to be seeing Favors, so he should be able to get his jump shots. He should be able to... I think he's got more quickness than Favors, so he should be able to do whatever he wants. He's just... I don't see him posting him up, but I see him just doing whatever he wants around the basket, getting his jumper. Looking at Gallinari, I don't mind this play at all. I like Gallo. or Gallinari. Middleton, I don't mind, don't love. Tobias Harris, not a bad play versus the Knicks. Unless they stick him on Porzingis, then it's a problem. Thad Young, don't mind this play at 5,900. You're going to be seeing Johnson. You're going to be seeing, I don't really mind that play. Thad Young. Rudy Gay here versus Chicago. Not a bad play. 5,800. A little high for my taste in price, but not a bad play. Fournier, no, not so much. So looking at waiters, Barton versus Sacramento, yeah. Oh, yeah. TJ Warren, if Booker's out, in play for me. What's up with Evans on Memphis? What he's been up to? Not a whole lot. I like Crowder again, just 4,800. I know his upside ain't really go too crazy last game or his first game, but if you're looking for 25 DraftKings points, he'll get you there, most likely. 4,800. Trevor Ariza, decent play. Aminu could put up some numbers, and he's going to be out there. He's going to be out there defending, and he could just get rebounds. He'd be in the right place at the right time, pick up a lot of rebounds. Kyle Anderson, not a bad play here versus Chicago. I like that. I think get a lot of minutes in this matchup. Take a look at him. Josh Richardson as well. If I'm going this low, it's one of them guys. This guy been moving around. Indiana, I don't like it. He's got to get really hot from outside. Chandler Parsons. Let's see what this his career took a turn for the worse with the injury. I don't like that. Still getting limited minutes. Paul Zipser, somebody you could look at versus San Antonio. I just don't like that. That's pretty much it for me. You can go down and look at Isaac versus Cleveland. He might get a few extra minutes, maybe, with the elf out. I don't know. He put up about 19 yesterday. But it's Cleveland, so nobody knows who this cat really is. So maybe just leave him open to get some jump shots or something. Doug McDermott. Dougie McBuckets, McNuggets, don't really like him. Don't really care for this guy at all. James Ennis III. No thanks. That's about as low as I'm going to go. I'm not going too far down for the small forward. Power forward, you already know it's LeBron. It's Blake, definitely Blake. Kevin Durant, Jokic, the Joker. In play here versus Sacramento. Hope that game stays close. Porzingis just been balling out of his mind. If they give him the minutes, that's what I like to see from the coach. Kevin Love. This game happens to stay close. Kevin Love could ball out here. Draymond Green, I like this play a lot. I think this is a scrappy physical game. They're going to need Draymond up in there. Most definitely. Aldridge, decent play at 7,700. I ain't going there. I'd much rather have Green at 7,300 in a premier game for the night. Paul Millsap, I don't mind that. Like that. Carmelo, don't mind him. Think he puts up numbers. Cauley Stein, 6,200. Someone in play for me. Thad, you already know I like him. Rudy, decent play. Zach Randolph versus Denver. Somebody got to deal with Millsap. Someone in play there. Cantor, I like this play, 5,200. He's going to be bouncing around with Drummond. James Johnson, don't mind that play, 5,200. Yeah, like James Johnson. Hopefully he gets some minutes up in this one. TJ Warren, if Booker's out for me. Scal, what's he been doing? Off of Dirk. I don't want to touch Dirk. I'm done with Dirk. I didn't really play him much last season at all, and I'm not going to start now. Jay Crowder, I like that for the price. What Olynyk end up doing? Not too bad. Marquise Chris, this guy. Never again. Never again. I'm good with Chris. If he beats me on the slate and I lose money, he goes off at that price. Whatever. At this price range, Aminu. What's up with Winslow? Not a bad play. Ryan Anderson at home, though. Gotta look into that. Home road splits. Jonathan Isaac. I don't think there's no need for PJ Tucker. If Sabonis gets to start again, yeah, he started off hot and then he tailed off after the second quarter. Plumlee, they just got too many bigs over in Denver right now. I'm good with everybody else. I'm off it. Looking at the center spot, Griffin, Jokic, Whiteside's out. Look at Willie Reed. Look at Rudy Gobert versus OKC. You know what? I'm off for Rudy. I don't really like his last outing. And you know what? Steven Adams, he's just as big. And they're going to be banging down there. I just really don't like that play. Don't really got anybody to help him around him. I'm off for Gobert for right now. Actually looking to trade him in my season long. I got some people interested too, so looking to get rid of him. Porzingis in play for me. Drummond definitely in play. Target centers versus New York. That's a thing. So looking at Drummond, I like this play. Marc Gasol versus Golden State. I don't know what to think about that yet. I gotta look back at how they did in the matchups last year, because I remember he wasn't that bad, but I don't know if I want to pay that price for that type of matchup. DeAndre Jordan, yeah, he's gonna do whatever he wants tonight. Blocks, rebounds, could get in the double digits in rebounds. Easy. Kevin Love, if I thought the game was gonna stay close. Vucevic, yeah, I think he could do work on Kevin Love, but he had a big game yesterday, so I don't know if I want to run it back. And at that price, I really like Draymond Green in this spot, in this matchup. There's no Zach Randolph. I think he should dominate. And then what he put up last night, yeah, coming off that game where he's questionable, so, and it's a back-to-back. So I really like Draymond, man, but back-to-back, he was questionable last game. He wasn't really that productive offensively. Durant shouldered the offense with Curry. So you got Millsap in play. Let's see what's up with Nurk. Didn't really do much yesterday. What a letdown that was. Capella versus Dallas. I like that. Capella had a monster game last time out. Steven Adams, and I like that matchup versus Dallas. I don't really think Noel or anybody could hold him down. Paul Gasol's decent here. Cauley Stein decent. Adams, 5,600. He's just going to be out there having to guard Gobert. If he stays out of foul trouble, I like it, because he's going to get rebounds. He's going to be aggressive. Nerlens Noel, I'm kind of off. He doesn't see enough minutes for me. Robin Lopez going up against Gasol. I don't really love it, but he's going to be out there guarding him. So if he could get the rebounds and the putbacks, yeah. But, man, that game ain't going nowhere. Looking at favors, I'm off. Cantor, I like 5,200. I don't really want to go low for anybody here. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good down here. As low as I'm going to go is probably in the 5,000 range with Cantor. That's as low as I'm going personally. So that's it, man. That's just a little rundown of the player pool that I'm going to be running out there. I'm about to lock in on a few players. It's coming up. Game start at 8. I got 3 hours to really go over everything. Fantasy Labs, break everything down with the matchups. And everything's based on matchups and game theory. I'm telling you. If you want to take down GPPs, figure out how these games are going to play out. Look at history between the two teams. And check the Vegas lines to get an idea if these games are going to stay close or not. Vegas isn't always right. But hey, they the ones that be making money off that. So learn how to read Vegas lines. Good luck tonight in your contest. If you need to hit me up, want to join the DFS Wolfpack, just get a hold of me. Get at me on Instagram. Get at me on Twitter. Good luck, everybody.